Supply and demand with price. Click on the link for an introduction to supply and demand. Here are some focus questions to think about. 1. What are the pros and cons of wage and price controls, and what effect do these have on the economy? 2. How do consumers and markets react to both shortages and surpluses? 3. What role does the government play when either a shortage or surplus of goods and services exists? 4. Why is competition good for consumers? Bring buyers and sellers together. What is supply? Supply refers to the various quantities of a good or service that producers are willing to sell at all possible market prices. Supply normally refers to the output of a single business or producer. An example, if you want to buy corn, you can go to the farmer's market, or if you want to buy stock, you can use the computer to access the stock market. Supply and demand work together to establish prices. Therefore, price forms the basis for economic decisions. Supply and demand work. You have to combine the supply and demand curves. A graph shows the market demand curve along with the market supply curve. The point where supply and demand meet is called the equilibrium price. When constructing the supply curve, keep in mind that the price is the most significant influence on the quantity applied of any product. For example, you are offering your services for sale when you look for a job. Your economic product is your labor, and you would probably be willing to supply more labor for a high price wage than you would for a low one. Thus, the amount which quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded appears as the horizontal distance between the supply and demand curves above where they intersect. To view where a surplus exists on a graph, click the link below. A surplus signals that the price is too high. Consumers are unwilling to pay the price in large enough numbers to satisfy producers. If the market is competitive, this surplus will not exist for long. Sellers will have to lower their price if they want to sell their goods. The amount by which quantity demanded is higher than quantity supplied appears at the horizontal distance between the demand and supply curves below where they intersect. To view where a shortage exists on a graph, click on the link below. A shortage signals that the price is too low. In this situation, suppliers are unwilling to sell their goods or services in large enough numbers to meet all the demand. If the market is competitive, the shortage will not last. The price will have to rise. Where supply meets demand is known as equilibrium price. At this point, there is no surplus or shortage. To view a chart with the equilibrium price shown, click on the link below. One of the benefits of the market economy is that it eliminates shortages and surpluses when it operates without restriction. Over time, a surplus forces the price down and a shortage forces the price up. This goes on until supply and demand are balanced. This is called an equilibrium point. Finally, the government sets the price of a product because it believes that the forces of supply and demand are unfair. When this happens, the new price may favor either consumers or producers. Sometimes the government sets the price of products to control supply or demand. A price ceiling is the government setting a maximum price for a good or service that can be charged. Example, the government sets the price of what landlords can charge for rent. The government can set a price floor, which is a minimum price that a good or service can be charged. Price floors are more common than price ceilings. Example, the minimum wage is a price floor because it is the lowest that can be paid to workers. Price as signals. The different parts of the economy need a system of signals so they can work smoothly together. In our economy, prices are signals. Price helps businesses and consumers make decisions. It also helps answer the three basic economic questions: what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Price allows people to work together to produce more of the things that people want. Price. You know that consumers look for the best values for what they spend, while producers seek the best price and profit for what they have to sell. The information that prices provide allows people to work together to produce more of the things that people want. Prices are neutral. They do not favor the producer or the consumer. It is a result of competition between buyers and sellers. Prices are flexible. The price system allows for unforeseen changes in the economy, such as war or natural disasters. Prices provide freedom of choice. The consumers have many choices because of the range of products at different price levels. Prices are familiar. They are easily understood. We know exactly how much something costs.